Good day everyone, I am Novella from the first speaker of the opposition team. Today we have motion this House regret mergers and acquisitions within the tech industry like Tokopedia, Gojek, Facebook, Instagram, Google, YouTube, and etc. In here, before we jump into my argument, I will rebut about the government team argument. First, we can talk about the data privacy that leaked because it's not mutually exclusive. And even if we ban the merger and acquisitions, we can't do anything because it's the structure of the government itself. And what's the solution of this problem? Of course, we will surveillance the data. Like, we don't want to regret this acquisition and mergers, but makes the policy stricter. And then we can solve this problem like the data that leaked. And after that, this will not stop the monopoly if we ban the merger and the acquisition itself. Because what? Because if we ban a big company, big industry, then it will make other company that way bigger can have more power. And even they can do the monopoly more bigger because of it. And what's happening is right now, we know that even though like we banned or we stopped the mergers or acquisitions, the monopoly has already happened anyway, and this will not give any impact to stop the monopoly itself. And suddenly, if we regret the merger and acquisitions, this will make a more harmful conditions. Why? Because monopoly has already happened in many forms of industry, like mining company, food, etc. Like kinda like that. And if we want to stop the leak of tech company, what if about the other monopoly of the other company? Of course, like I said before, this can make the other company can have more stronger or makes their monopoly way bigger. And this is really a harmful condition because, like I said before, ban the merger or acquisitions of the tech industry or the other industry. If we ban the tech industry to merge, this can make more harmful impact. And what's the benefit of the merger itself? Of course, we can decreasing the possibility of bankrupt of the small industry. Like if we merge the big and the small one, this can make them have more capacity resources, and this will make them not have or not being bankrupt because of this. And like we can stop the monopoly. How can we say that this can stop the monopoly? Because if we do the merger, the small company can have more strong powers, like they can compete with other company if they have more power. And of course, this can make them more have innovation, and also they can't help the other company lose from that bankrupt condition. And if they have more power, more resources, and the other, what's the impact? What's the good thing if they have this? Of course, because of this, they can have their own consumer, they can have more bigger, and even we can stop the monopoly from the other big company with this new company that merged together. And why I can say this is why I can say that this can make the industry, the little industry that merged, can have more power, because we know that not all in the place the big company can have their influence, their power. There's place that they have own industry, like small industry and small industry. And if this industry merge, they can have more power because they have their own customer. Like when in the BANGKA BELITUNG, they have their own customer, and if about the other island, they can get their own customer. And of course, this can make the industry being bigger. And if we think again, the merger of the company just gives more benefits than the harm. Why? Because of course this can make the consumer gets more advantage. Why I can say that they get more advantage? Because like imagine the Tokopedia place where we buying something, and the Gojek that they're in the service of distribution. Of course, with this they can help us or make the consumer have a more comfortable condition, or makes the shopping more or way easier, and this is really good for the consumer because they will have already comfortable with the condition. And next, like I said before, the merger also can make more innovation. Why I said can make more innovation? In a government team that say the merger can stop the innovation of the company itself. Why they said that can stop? Even though that's actually the government can stop innovation, but this is the industry even can get more innovation because they merge. They are different company, and if they be one, of course they can have more innovation to complete each other, and because of this they can have more innovation to make their consumer more happier, and of course this can profit for each other of them, for each the consumer or the corporation itself. And we do the merge, they will have more capital resource. If they have more money, of course they can get more innovation because of course they want to make more bigger or more massive that they can do in their company for attract other consumer. And they do the innovation for their product. Also, they can do the acquisition or merge for makes more connection, like in the place that don't touch by other company, other corporation, so that we can help them to get out of their condition of bankrupt. Of course, like in the small place, like I said before, this can help the small industry. And also, even though that we merge them, we still have a choice of buying product. That will not stop or makes the consumer have another choice of buying product because they still have that choice. And also, like I said before, this can help the small company, and even this makes the consumer more advantage. And the conclusion is, like I said before, this can help the corporation, for small corporation or the small enterprise, to get rid of their bankrupt condition or forget a lot more of capital resources. And with this, we can stop them, or we can avoid them from the bankrupt. So this can make the consumer more happier, and we can help the corporate can stop the other of corporate monopoly. Thank you.